Alright, good day everyone. We are the group 5 and today we'll be discussing segmentation, targeting, and positioning or simply STP, which is one of the core concepts in marketing. Alam naman natin na hindi kayang i-target ng isang company ang lahat ng customers sa marketplace. Bakit? Kasi first, sobrang dami ng customers. Kalat sila sa iba't ibang lugar at iba-iba rin ang needs and buying behaviors nila. Ibig sabihin, what works for one group of customers may not work for another. At hindi lang customers ang magkakaiba, even companies themselves. Magkakaiba sila ng resources, capabilities, at kung anong segment ang kanilang iserve ng maayos. Kaya naman, kailangan ng companies na gumawa ng customer-driven marketing strategies. Ang goal nito is to build the right relationship with the right customers. Dati, uso yung mass marketing. Yung isa lang ang message para sa lahat. Pero ngayon, halos lahat ng businesses ay lumipat na sa target marketing. Ibig sabihin, companies now identify market segments, select one or more segments to target, and develop product and marketing programs tailored specifically for each chosen segment. In short, hindi na one size fits all. Instead, businesses focus on serving specific groups of customer with specific needs para mas effective at mas meaningful ang marketing efforts. So, now, let's dive deep kung ano nga ba ang nakapaloob sa segmentation, targeting, and positioning.
So now, I'll be discussing the concept of market segmentation. Market segmentation refers to the process of dividing a broad market into smaller, more specific groups of buyers. This is important because consumers differ in their wants, needs, resources, buying attitudes, and behaviors. In tourism, hindi pare-pareho ang mga gusto ng travelers. They all have unique reasons for traveling and they all have different expectations. For example, some tourists look for budget-friendly hostels while others prefer luxury resorts. And many millennials look for Instagrammable and unique experiences, while seniors often prefer safe, organized, and convenient tours. Because each group has different needs, one marketing strategy cannot satisfy everyone. That's why marketers must explore different segmentation variables and understand which segments offer the best opportunities. The tourism market is extremely diverse. Iba-iba ang types of customers, destinations, purposes of travel, and personalities nila. For example, a backpacker traveling solo will behave very differently from a corporate traveler attending a conference, and a honeymoon couple will not have the same needs as a barkada out-of-town trip. So, the job of a marketer is to determine which segments are worth focusing on, meaning those that are reachable, profitable, and aligned with what the business can offer. Consumers can actually be grouped or segmented in 4 major ways: geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral segmentation. But I won't be explaining these in detail since it will be explained later on. But it's important to take note that these 4 categories help marketers classify travelers more accurately. For now, ang key idea natin is market segmentation helps businesses design marketing programs that match the specific needs of each group. In tourism and hospitality, segmentation allows companies to create more focused and effective strategies. For example, a beach resort might create a summer barkada promo targeting youth groups like college group of friends or young adults looking to travel, or a city hotel might focus on business travelers by offering meeting rooms and express check-ins. Another one is a travel agency might design family-friendly itineraries for parents with young kids. So these strategies work because they're based on clearly identified segments rather than trying to appeal to everyone at once. To summarize, every market has segments. But not all segmentation methods are equally helpful. The challenge for marketers is choosing the segments that provide the best opportunities while delivering value to the customers.
So, ang geographic segmentation ay tumutulong para ma-manage ng mga kumpanya ang kanilang marketing ng mas maayos. Napaparami rin nito ang mga customer satisfaction at ma-expand pa yung kanilang market share sa pamamagitan ng pag-cater sa mga local taste and conditions. Next is demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation divides the market into segments based on variables such as age, life cycle stage, gender, income, occupation, education, religion, ethnicity, and generation. Demographic variables are the most popular basis for segmenting customer groups because consumer needs, wants, and usage rates often vary closely with demographic variables. Another is that demographic variables are easy to measure. So, demographic segmentation is a marketing strategy that divides a market into distinct groups based on demographic variables such as age, gender, income, occupation, education, religion, ethnicity, and generation. These variables help marketers understand consumer needs, wants, and usage rates since they often vary closely with demographics. The ease of measuring these variables also make demographic segmentation a popular method. Imagine dividing a market based on clear, easy-to-measure traits like age, gender, income, and occupation. These are demographic variables, so why do we use them? Because people needs and buying habits often change depending on these details. Next is demographic factors. Consumer preferences change with age. It is often used to segment customers and predict behavior. Marketers must be careful to guard against stereotypes when using age and life cycle segmentation because age is often a poor prediction of a person's life cycle, health, work, or family status, needs, and buying power. Demographic factors in marketing, especially age, are used to segment customers and predict their preferences and behaviors. However, marketers should avoid stereotypes because age alone does not reliably indicate a person's life cycle, health, work, or family status, needs, or buying power. For example, hindi lahat ng tao sa isang edad ay pare-pareho ng kailangan. May mga 70 years old na active, meron naman ding kailangan ng special care. Marketers often use age segmentation by targeting teenagers with technology gadgets because they tend to prefer these, while seniors may be targeted with healthcare products. Another example is how companies market family cars to middle-aged parents, highlighting safety features. So now let's move on to life stage categories. Life stage categories group consumers not just by age, but by important milestone or changes in their lives that shape their needs and buying behavior. For example, during the bachelor stage, young single individuals living independently are often attracted to trendy gadgets, new experiences, and convenience foods. Marketers target them with advertisements for the latest smartphones or single-serve meals. The newly married stage covers young peoples without children who are typically interested in creating a home together, so businesses promote stylish furniture and home decor to them. Full Nest 1 includes couples with their youngest child under 6, making them prime customers for baby products, diapers, and family health services. As families grow and their youngest child surpasses 6 years, they move into Full Nest 2, and marketing shifts towards school supplies, educational toys, and after-school activities. Full Nest 3 targets older parents with teenage or dependent children, so company promote products like college prep service or teen fashion. Empty Nest 1 features old married couples whose children have moved out. This group is sought after by travel agencies and luxury brands offering vacations and experiences for couples. When the couples retire and remain child-free at home, called emptiness two, marketers often highlight financial services, healthcare products, or retirement planning. The solitary survivor 1 category describes working individuals living alone who are likely to buy convenience foods or single-person subscriptions, while solitary survivor 2 refers to retired individuals living alone, often addressed by pharmaceutical companies or providers of home care and health aids. These targeted strategies enable companies to create campaigns that are more relevant and personal, increasing engagement and better meeting the actual needs of people at different points in their lives. Next is demographic factors. Gender marketing is by no means simplistic. Gender marketing is most effective when combined with lifestyle and demographic information. Income segmentation has long been used by marketers of products and services. Income provides insight into purchasing behaviors. So, gender marketing is a strategy that targets products and services based on gender differences but works best when combined with lifestyle and other demographic factors like income. It is not simplistic because men's and women's preferences often vary in complex ways beyond gender alone. For example, Nike creates specialized athletic wear for women emphasizing empowerment while also targeting men with sports performance gear. Coca-Cola markets Diet Coke primarily to women with sleek packaging, whereas Coke Zero targets men with bold action theme branding. Income segmentation provides insight into purchasing power and behavior, helping marketers tailor offers. Higher income consumers might be targeted with premium products, while lower income groups may receive promotion for budget-friendly options. Thus, combining gender and income data allows marketers to better predict consumer needs and personalize their campaign effectively. For example, Gillette offers different razor products for men and women, each marketed uniquely with separate websites and messaging reflecting their different grooming preferences. Similarly, luxury brands market premium goods to wealthy women, highlighting quality and exclusivity, while practical brands may target working men with durable, functional products. This nuanced approach ensures marketing resonates authentically without relying stereotypes, driving engagement and sales. Now, let's move on to psychographic segmentation. Psychographic segmentation divides buyers into different segments based on social class, lifestyle, or personality characteristics. People in the same demographic group can have different psychographic characteristics according to social class, lifestyle, and personality. Psychographic segmentation divides consumers into groups based on their social class, lifestyle, or personality characteristics going beyond basic demographics. Social class influences buying behavior by shaping customer values and priorities. For example, luxury brands often target upper-class consumer who seeks status and exclusivity. Lifestyle segmentation groups people by their activities, interests, and opinions. People who lead active lifestyles might be targeted by sports apparel companies, while others interested in wellness could be approached with health-focused products. Personality segmentation considers traits like introversion or extroversion. For example, travel agencies might market adventure trips to outgoing personalities and relaxing retreats to more reserved individuals. Psychographic segmentation helps marketers tailor message and products that resonates with deeper motivations and preferences, improving engagement and customer loyalty.
Good day. Lumipat naman tayo dito sa behavioral segmentation. Ano ba yung behavioral segmentation? Ang behavioral segmentation ay parang pag-groupings or paghiwa-hiwalay ng mga buyers into groups based sa actions nila. So ano nga ba yung tinitingnan dito? Ito yung mga knowledge, kung ano yung alam nila tungkol sa product. Attitude, ano yung feeling or pananaw nila. Use, paano at gaano nila ginagamit. Response, ano yung reaction nila sa product. So sa madaling salita, hinahati mo yung market based sa ugali at kilos ng mga tao pagdating sa product mo. Sabi nga, ito daw yung best starting point para mag-build ng market segments. So pumunta naman tayo dito sa variables ng behavioral segmentation. Ito naman yung mga specific na factors na tinitignan para i-segment yung mga tao. So, for occasion segmentation, nagsisegment ka based sa kailan sila bibili or gagamit ng product. Halimbawa, Christmas season, birthday or pang-araw-araw na paggamit. Sa benefit set naman, tinitingnan kung anong benefit or pakinabang ang gustong-gusto makuha ng customer mula sa product. For example, may bumibili ng toothpaste dahil gusto nila ng puting ngipin, isang benefit yun. Meron naman bumibili dahil gusto nila ng fresh breath, so ibang benefit yun. So kapag alam mo ang hinanap nilang benefit, mas madali para sa company na gumawa ng product na may tamang features at maging mas effective ang pag-communicate ng benefits. So sa user status naman, for simple explanation, nagsisegment ka based sa status ng customer sa paggamit ng product. So ito yung mga non-users, former users, potential users, first-time users, at regular users. So for usage rate naman, tinitingnan gaano kadalas o karami ginagamit ng customer ang product. Ito yung mga light, medium, at heavy product users. So lastly, for loyalty status, nagsisegment ka based sa pagiging loyal ng customer sa brand mo. Ang loyal customers ay yung mga hindi madaling lumipat sa ibang brand. Sila yung tinatawag na price incentive. Yung hindi masyadong pinapansin yung presyo. So, compared sa mga customers na palipat-lipat ng brand. Kaya mahalaga itong loyalty status para i-increase ang customer loyalty. So, ayan. So, ang behavioral segmentation ay tungkol sa pag-intindi sa ugali ng bumibili para mas maayos mo sila mapagsilbihan. Salamat!
Good day everyone, I'm Benedict A. Sakay, and today I'll be discussing the concept of market targeting. Market targeting is an essential step in marketing because it allows companies to focus their efforts on the customers who are most likely to benefit from and buy their products. First, let's talk about selection. Market targeting starts with evaluating each market segment's attractiveness. This means studying different groups of consumers and determining which ones offer the best opportunities for the business. Once these segments are evaluated, the company then selects one or more segments to enter. A company should always choose segments where it can provide the greatest value to customers while also ensuring that the business can profit and sustain that value over time. Next, let's move on to segmentation. Some companies, especially those with limited resources, may choose to focus on only one or a few special segments. These smaller specialized groups are more often referred as market niche. A target market is basically a group of buyers who share their similar needs or characteristics, things like demographics, preferences, or behaviors that the company decides to serve. By understanding the similarities, companies can create more effective products, services, and marketing strategies. In summary, market targeting involves identifying different segments, evaluating their potential, and selecting the most attractive ones. This process helps companies focus their efforts where they can create the most value and achieve long-term success. That is all.
Good day, everyone. Today, I will be presenting about the four major market coverage strategies na ginagamit ng mga companies para ma-reach at ma-serve ang kanilang target customers. These include undifferentiated marketing, differentiated marketing, concentrated marketing, and micro-marketing. Sa bawat strategy, iba-iba ang approach ng kumpanya depende sa laki ng market, available resources, at kung gaano ka-specific ang needs ng customers. Unahin natin ang undifferentiated marketing. Dito, hindi pinapansin ng kumpanya ang market segmentation o yung pagkakaiba-iba ng pangangailangan ng consumers. Instead, they create one single marketing offer para sa buong market. Ang focus nito ay kung ano ang common sa lahat ng consumers. Kumbaga, one-size-fits-all approach. Usually, companies use mass advertising and mass distribution para maabot ang pinakamaraming tao. This strategy works best kung ang product ay may universal appeal tulad ng mga basic commodities. Ang strengths ng approach na to ay mas mura, mas simple at mabilis i-execute. Sa kabilang banda, ang weakness naman ay hindi laging effective sa market na may iba-ibang preferences. Next is differentiated marketing. Dito naman, a company targets several different segments ng market at gumagawa sila ng separate marketing mixes para sa bawat segment. For example, iba yung ads para sa teens, iba rin para sa young professionals, at iba rin for parents. Ang goal nito ay ma-address ng mas specific ang needs ng bawat group. Nagiging mas mahal lang ito dahil multiple campaigns ang ginagawa. Pero in return, companies often gain greater market share and stronger customer loyalty. So this strategy is common sa brands with wide product lines like yung mga clothing brands, gadget companies, or food chains na may iba't ibang versions ng products for different customers. Moving on to concentrated marketing. So this strategy is perfect for small companies or businesses with limited resources. Instead of trying to compete sa buong market, they focus on a one niche or a few small segments kung saan sila may advantage. So for example, yung isang bakery is focusing only on gluten-free products or a tech company targeting only professional gamers. Ang maganda sa approach na ito is they can become expert in that niche and mas malaki ang market share nila sa small segment na iyon. Also, mas targeted yung mga marketing efforts nila. However, riskier siya kasi nakafocus lang sa isang maliit na market. So, kapag nagbago yung demand, posibleng maapektuhan ng malaki yung business. Finally, we have the micro-marketing. Ito ang pinaka-specific na strategy sa lahat. Micro-marketing tailors the product and marketing programs to the needs of a very small group or even individual customers. Kasama na dito yung mga local marketing at tinatawag nating solo mo or social, local, and mobile marketing. So dito, companies see customers as unique individuals. Halimbawa, yung stores offering personalized items, businesses targeting specific barangays or communities, and apps that customize content based on your exact location. So micro-marketing is powerful because it builds strong customer satisfaction and loyalty. Pero kailangan nito ng detailed data, technology, at mas mataas na effort per customer. So to summarize what we've just discussed, ang undifferentiated marketing is one message for the entire market. Then differentiated marketing is different messages for different segments. Ang concentrated marketing naman is focused on one or a few niche markets. Then finally, we have a micro marketing na super personalized, tailored to individuals or small groups. So each strategy has strengths and weaknesses, and companies choose based on their goals, budgets, and customer needs. So, ayan, thank you for listening, and I hope this helped you understand the different market coverage strategies in a clearer and in a broader
Good day, everyone. So, my name is Sai, and with this slide, I will be discussing one of the most important concepts in marketing, the marketing positioning. So, this concept focuses on how a company wants its product to be seen, remembered, and preferred by consumers. In a competitive market, it is not enough for a product to simply exist. It needs a clear identity, a distinct impression, and a strong reason for customers to choose it. Marketing positioning helps companies build that identity and stand out from their competitors. And with this discussion, I'll be focusing on three main ideas: positioning, perception, and differentiation. Let me explain each one in detail. Starting off with positioning. So it actually refers to the place a product occupies in the mind of the consumer. It answers a very important question. When customers think about this product, what comes to their mind first? So in marketing, positioning is built on how consumers judge a product based on important attributes such as quality, price, features, appearance, and the overall experience. Because customers compare brands, companies must work hard to create a clear, distinctive, and desirable position for their product. This means the product should stand out, not just blend in with others. For example, some brands position themselves as premium, others as affordable, and some as eco friendly. These positions guide consumer expectations and influence buying decisions. So, one marketing expert described positioning as why a shopper will pay a little more for your brand. In short, positioning shapes the identity of a product and affects how consumers choose among different options. And the next one, we have the perception. Perception is about how consumers see and interpret products based on the information that they receive. It is important to remember that perception does not always reflect the actual truth. What matters is the consumer's belief about the product. Because consumers are exposed to so much information today, they cannot reevaluate products every time that they make a purchase. So, to simplify their choices, they organize products into mental categories like expensive versus cheap, healthy versus unhealthy, long lasting versus low quality, modern versus outdated. These mental shortcuts help them decide quickly, but they also show powerful perception is influencing buying decisions. This means companies must work hard to shape the correct perception through branding, consistent messaging, packaging, advertising, and customers' experience. So, a key idea here is we always should remember consumers don't just buy what the product is, they buy what they think the product is. And lastly, the differentiation. So, this concept is essential for gaining a competitive advantage. Differentiation refers to how a product or service stands out from its competitors. In industries like tourism and hospitality, many services look similar. So companies must make sure customers see what makes them unique. Business can differentiate themselves through physical attributes like design, style, quality, and service quality, staff behavior, and professionalism, unique features or amenities, location, brand image, or reputation. So the goal here or the goal in differentiation is to send a clear message. Choose us because we offer something others don't. So when a company successfully differentiates itself, customers are more likely to remember the brand and feel confident choosing it. And to sum up marketing positioning, it is a strategic process of shaping how consumers see a product and how it stands out among competitors. Again, positioning establishes the product's identity in the consumer's mind. Perception influences how customers interpret and judge the product. Lastly, differentiation creates uniqueness and competitive advantage. So when these three elements work together, a business can build strong customer loyalty, communicate value clearly, and remain competitive in the market. So that sums up the marketing positioning. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for your time and attention throughout our presentation on segmentation and targeting and positioning. We hope our discussion provided clear and meaningful insights into how STP helps brands identify their audience, tailor their strategies, and position themselves effectively in the market. Before we officially conclude, we have prepared a short activity which will be facilitated by Mr. Nikosha to reinforce what we've discussed. So don't worry guys, we will take note of those who've answered, and of course, meron silang extra points for our recitation for today. So we will be presenting 5 questions, and to make it more fun and engaging, we will be using a claw machine to randomly select who will answer each question. We hope you enjoy this interactive part of our session. Once again, this presentation has been proudly brought to you by Ms. Carlos, Ms. Devara, Mr. Flores, Ms. Ramelo, Mr. Nikosha, Mr. Sakay, Mr. Sosa, Mr. Tabar, and Ms. Villaflor. Thank you once again, and we hope you have a wonderful day ahead. So, mag-ready na po tayo guys for the questions that we've prepared.